Dear children, let us continue our chapter on fractions and decimals. In today's class, we will study about decimals. Decimals. Decimal number is a number whose whole number part and fractional part are separated by a decimal point. In a decimal number, the whole number part and the fractional part are separated by a decimal point. The dot in the decimal number is called as the decimal point. The dot represents the decimal point. The point is placed between the ones place and the tenth place. It is placed between the ones place and the tenth place. Now, for example, the number 6945.3728 is a decimal number. Here, the point is placed between the ones place and the tenth place, that is between 5 and 3. Now, let us read this decimal point. This number can be read in two ways. Let me explain that. In the first method, when we are reading digits to the left of the decimal point, we read it as a whole number. So, this will be 786. Then what about the decimal point? How will we read that? So, in the first method, read it as point itself. Read this point, decimal point as point itself. Then what about the digits at the rightmost part? Just say the digits as itself. So this will be 786.432. In the second method, we will read the digits to the left of the decimal point as the whole number itself. Then the changes we'll say and for the decimal point. We will use and for the decimal point. Then what about the digits to the right of the decimal point? We will read the digits to the right of the decimal point as a whole number. Then say the place name of the last digits. So when we are using and, this number will be read as 786 and 432,000th. As 2 is in the 1000th place, we will say it as 432,000th. This is how we read the decimal numbers. Now, let us do some more examples. Okay. Now, how would we read this number? This will be read as 18.43, or we can read it as 18 and 43 hundredth. As 3 is in the hundredth place, this will be 18 and 43 hundredth. Now, what about how can we read this? It will be 640.113, or we can read it as 640 and 113,000th. It will be 640 and 113,000th. This is the method of reading decimal numbers. Now let's move on. You all know how to write a fraction as a decimal number and decimal number as a fraction. Okay, don't you remember that? If you don't remember, then no problem. I'll do one example for each. Okay, now let us first change the fraction to a decimal. So here the fraction is 7 by 100. So now we look at the denominator and check how many zeros are there for the denominator. Here the denominator is 100 and how many zeros are there for 100? Yes, 2 zeros are there for 100. So when we are converting this into a decimal number, we have to put the decimal point after 2 digits from the right. So that is, we'll have to put 2 digits from the right. Decimal point will be after 2 digits from the right. So the decimal point will be it will shift from this to this 2 digit. First digit will be 7 and for the second digit we will put the 0. As there is nothing there, we will put a 0 there so that the decimal point will be here. So this will be 0.07. Okay, now let us convert the decimal number into a fraction. So our decimal number is 2.39. When we are converting, we have to check how many digits are there after the decimal point. So here how many digits are there? Yes, it is 2 digits. Okay, these 2 digits are after the decimal point. So our denominator will be 1 followed by 2 zeros. As there are 2 digits after the decimal point, our denominator for the fraction will be 1 followed by 2 zeros. Then what about the numerator? In the numerator, write the digits without the decimal point. So in this case, 2.39 is our decimal number. So we have to write the numerator without the decimal point. So this will be 239. So the fraction will be 239 by 100. Okay, do you remember about like and unlike decimals? Okay, now let us study about that. Like and unlike decimals. The decimal numbers with equal number of digits after the decimal point are called as like decimals. For example, 0.39, 12.75, 104.86. In all these numbers, the numbers are of equal digits after the decimal point. There are 2 digits after the decimal point in these numbers. So we can say that these are like decimals. And what about unlike decimals? The decimal numbers with unequal number of digits after the decimal point are called as unlike decimals. Here in the example, there is 0.58. Here there are 2 digits after the decimal point. What about the next? It is 9.2. There is only 1 digit after the decimal point. So these numbers are unlike decimals. So in like decimals, the number of digits after the decimal point will be equal, while in unlike decimals, it will be unequal. Now let us study about the addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. To add or subtract, first we have to check whether the decimal numbers are like or not. So first we have to check whether the decimal numbers are like or not. If they are unlike, we have to convert them into like decimals. So if they are unlike, we have to convert them into like decimals. Then after conversion, for addition, write the numbers one below the other and do the addition. Put the decimal point directly below the decimal point in the addends. Now what about subtraction? Write the bigger number first and then the smaller number below, such that the decimal point of the both numbers are in the same column. And then we can do the subtraction. So now let us do some problems. So here the first one is to add two decimal numbers, that is 19.83 plus 28.7. So here what we have to do is we have to check whether they are like or not. So the number is 19.83 plus 28.7. So the first number has two digits after the decimal point. And what about the second one? There is only one digit. So we can say that these are unlike. So we have to convert the second number into a like one. So we'll do the conversion 28.7. So we have to make two digits so that we'll add a 0 to the rightmost end. Now these two numbers are like. So when we are converting an unlike into a like, we have to just add one or put one 0 at the rightmost part. So now we can add. So it will be 19.83 and 28.70. Now we can do the addition. 3 plus 0 it is 3. 8 plus 7 it is 15. So put the carry here. Put the decimal point here itself. Now what about the next one? 9 plus 1 it is 10 plus 8 it is 18. Put the carry here. 1 plus 1 it is 2. 2 plus 2 it is 4. So we have get our answer as 48.53. Our answer is 48.53. Okay, let us do the next one. It is 43.753 and 12.8. We have to subtract these two, and when we are looking, this one has 3 digits after the decimal point and here it is only 1. So these are unlike decimal numbers. So we'll convert 12.8 into like decimal, that will be 12.800. Now we can write it as 43.753 and 12.800. Now we can subtract. 3 minus 0 it is 3. 5 minus 0 it is 5. 7 minus 8. We can't do that. So we'll borrow one from next number, that is 3. So here it will be 2 and here it will be 17. 17 minus 8 it is 9. Now put the decimal point there itself. 2 minus 2 it is 0. 4 minus 1 it is 3. So the answer will be 30.953. Now let us do the last one. It is 106.56 minus 40.5. Now when we are looking, this is having 2 digits after the decimal point and here it is only 1 digit. So again we can write 40.5 into a like decimal, that will be 40.50. Now we can do the subtraction. 106.56 minus 40.50. 6 minus 0 it is 6. 5 minus 5 0. Point, we can put the point here. 6 minus 0 it is 6. Then 0 minus 4. Can't do that. So that we'll take 1 from this, so that this will be 10, or this is 10 minus 4. So 10 minus 4, we'll get to the answer as 6. So that our answer will be 66.06. This is how we do the addition and subtraction. So this is for today's class. We'll continue our class with multiplication and division of decimal numbers in our next section. Thank you. Have a nice day.